All right. Welcome in, everyone. We're back to, what is this, part 3? The Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough. And yeah, I'm excited. Things have gotten fun. We've lost one character already. Some of the others are going insane, it seems. But yeah, fun times. So let's go ahead and get the audio on. Hopefully this won't be too loud. There we go. As always, let me know if the audio needs adjusting at all. It should be okay, because I don't think I've changed it since last week. But yeah, and as always, feel free to chat, feel free to lurk, whatever you want to do. And yeah, I'll go ahead and load the game, and let's get started. Okay, apparently I ended last time with reading poems. I will admit I don't exactly remember where I ended, so let's see. Yeah, just volume on my end. It's like the audio on your guys' end should be fine. I got a new headset, so now I'm just like constantly fiddling with my audio levels. Okay, we're just gonna start at the top and go down the list. I'm not gonna read another one of your Yuri suck-up poems, but I'm still going to make you read mine. There's a reason. I really wish I didn't have to do this. Thank you! Welcome in. How you doing? But unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. Oh boy, lots of words. Okay. I don't know how else to bring this up. Wait, this isn't a poem. This is a note. Okay. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been... Okay, I'm just gonna start this over again. You're drawing Berserk? Very cool. I hope your drawing goes well. Okay, now let's see if I can read. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. You're playing some game. Obviously I can't read that. Ah, Dark Souls. I can't talk. Dark Souls 3. Very cool. Never played that game, but I think I've watched my brother play it. Or play parts of it. I hope you enjoy playing that game. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try to... But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad. She'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know why. But please... Oh my goodness, I can't read. But please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try to be... Nope. I cannot read. Okay, try this again. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so hopeless. So please, if you can do something... Oh. Don't scroll when you're in the middle of reading a sentence, because then you get lost. Okay, so please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. You accidentally switched your keyboard to Russian. No worries. It's all good. As long as you don't try, like, you know, typing whole sentences in Russian, because I can't read Russian. Well, that is kind of funny and impressive that you switched keyboard layouts in the middle of a sentence. Okay. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you. I say that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. She lost her face. Okay. Anyone in chat ever see that episode of Doctor Who? I now can't remember the rest of the episode, but there's an episode where it's like the people lost their faces. And that's all I remember. But anyways, moving on. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Hey, welcome in. First time chatter. Oh, I don't know how you say that. Ogvol? Ogivol? Feel free to blah blah. Feel free to correct my pronunciation. There we go. But welcome in. I hope you're having a good time. Ogivol. Okay, that's what I thought, and then I second guessed myself. Anyways, welcome in. If you don't know me, I'm June Wordweaver, a word magic mage from another world, who came to this world to build this virtual adventurers guild where people can come together to hang out, have fun, learn new things. So yeah, I hope you enjoy your time here. We're continuing Toki Toki Literature Club today, and as you can see, we got to the point where things are going strange. So yeah, feel free to chat, feel free to lurk, whatever you want to do. It's good to have you here. No, I haven't read this. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Welcome in. Okay. You and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Well, that's really creepy that Natsuki is doing this. Just Monica. Just. Oh, okay. Just Monica. Okay, yes. Oh. Okay. We're now playing. What? Okay. Well, we're gonna go talk to Yuri now because she's next on the list. Finally. Yuri holds her poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Oh yeah, the sudden font change. Yeah, things go weird when the font changes. Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take it home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. Okay, Yuri, you're being a little creepy right now, but okay. I'll take good care of it. Oh boy. Okay, I'm just gonna skip that part. Yuri, you're being creepy. Yeah, they do a very... I mean, this whole game, the font changes and just like everything, they're very good at, yeah, making you feel things. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really gonna want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Oh. Oh dear. Oh, the sound effects. Are you gonna make a horror visual novel? Very. That's terrifying picture. Very cool. Okay. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about gibberish, okay? More importantly, I've been down with my scent, okay? See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? No, you're really not. That was weird. Anyways, that's very cool that you're gonna be making a visual novel. I want to make a visual novel at some point, and various other types of games. They're on my list of creative projects I want to do. I'm juggling a few at the moment, but that's very cool. I hope your game dev goes well. Yeah, Yuri is being very creepy at the moment. She was my favorite character at first, but now, yeah, she's being very creepy. I think I'm gonna. Why are you gonna? Oh, okay. Just run off here. That works. Let's see if Monica. Monica, I think, is more or less sane still. Don't say I didn't warn you. What? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah, Monica's pretty good too. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was sitting. That is not at all what that says. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was, and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. Yeah, I want to make a visual novel too, because... So I'm a writer, hence my name. And I do, like, lots of types of writing, fiction, nonfiction, etc. But yeah, I really want to try to... Yeah, I want to try and be able to talk. But yeah, so I really want to try doing, like, a visual novel form of storytelling. I think it would be very, very interesting and a fun little challenge. Oh, another first time chatter. I can't talk today. Local gender fluid idiot. I can talk. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good time. Do I have any ideas? No, not really. Unfortunately, I'm at the phase of starting my, like, game dev projects, in that I'm trying to decide what I want to make. Because I probably won't start any until next year at the earliest, because I'm doing NaNoWriMo in November. I'm going to be attempting to write a whole novel in the month of November. So I'm kind of saving, like, starting any new story projects or big projects until after that. So once that's done, then I might start thinking more serious about like visual novels, game dev, that type of thing. But yeah, don't have any current ideas. Hey, welcome in, Dead George. Yes, the lurk emote was finally approved. It was pending for like a week. I really wanted to use it, and now we have it. So yeah. But yeah, and so for any of the new people, if you want to see some of my writing stuff that I have up now, you can get it on my blog, which has like short stories and some of my VTuber lore, and then, well, there's my social links to all my other stuff, so like AO3, and I guess that's the only other writing thing up there at the moment. But yeah, so my writing stuff's out there, and there'll be more getting posted later. You're trying to come up with a good idea. That's the hard part. I'm sure you can relate. Yeah. Yeah, I've been like lucky enough that a lot of my story ideas just kind of come to me. I've never really had to work for them, but I am at that point now where I do kind of have to like hunt down the stories or my story ideas. So yeah. Good luck with making a visual novel. I hope the story comes to you quickly and easily and that you enjoy making it. Okay, everyone, it's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. You're going for a horror story just because you love Stephen King. Thank you for kind words. Aw, thanks for the fist bump. And I don't have an animation for that. I should make a fist bump animation. That's the closest I've got to a fist bump. There you go. But yeah, that's a good way to start, is to like pick a story or genre that you enjoy and then make a story in that genre. So yeah, good luck. I hope it goes well. Yeah. So I'm gonna make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. See there? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Yeah, what about June? June is going to be helping me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What? Your cupcakes? Please. Like you would know. All you care about is dragging June around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let June decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let June make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your mouth and let him decide for himself. Okay, they're just yelling at each other now. Skipping this. This is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay? Okay. Earlier in this playthrough, I would have picked Yuri without a second thought. But she's kind of creepy right now. We're gonna go with Monica. Although, like, Monica does seem like the safest option. Oh, it makes you pick Monica. Oh, that is cool. Oh, that is really fun. Like, you literally can't get past it. It just grabs your mouse. Oh, I guess if you try really hard, you could get Yuri. Okay, if you try hard, you could... Oh, that's fun. Yeah, the guys who made that, people who made this did a really good job, especially for like a free game. It's like really high quality. In reality, wouldn't you be able to help all of them by splitting up the work between the days leading up to the event? In theory, yes. That is a valid point. Depending on how many days there are, but yeah. Okay. So I'm very amused by this mouse control thing. It's very cool. Okay, I'm just gonna randomly pick. Let's just see. We're just gonna see what happens. Oh, I'm gonna mess up. Okay. We're gonna go with Monica. She seems like the safest option right now, which of course could mean she's gonna start going insane too. We'll see. Yay, you picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you kidding me? This isn't fair at all. Although, I will be honest, I don't think I would want someone to help me making cupcakes. It's kind of a one-person job. Especially depending on the size of your kitchen. Oh yeah, lots of cat fights right now. It's fair, it's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then take... Okay, you guys, it is fair. You let me choose. And I chose. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. Solid point, Monica. You're being a little unreasonable here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the music stopped. I'm being unreasonable? Oh dear. Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling June away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered... Okay. Oh. That just reminded me. I didn't put the content warning up. There we go. I mean, in theory, anyone who comes to this stream probably knows what the content warning is. But we'll toss it up there just in case. It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. I agree with that. Natsuki, let's just go. Monica's the only one who stares right at you. I don't know if I noticed that. I might have. I mean, at the moment, Yuri's staring at us. It's very creepy. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey June, Yuri is really something, isn't she? Yeah, she's something. Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Don't giggle and leave me alone here. Oh dear. Finally. This is really all I wanted. There's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? I mean, it sounded wonderful at the start of the game. Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? I mean, yeah, kind of. Hey, Dragon, welcome in. How you doing? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. You look like you could use some help there, Yuri, but okay. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. That doesn't sound healthy. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. That sounds both not healthy and creepy. Yeah, she did. She went from cute and shy girl to yandere psychopath. Yep, that's valid. Valid explanation. Does it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you. If it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is gonna happen? Maybe that's why I stopped. Blah, blah. Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore. I have to have you, or have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you, and it feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, June, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that okay. I'm just gonna skip that. That's creepy. Just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. Okay then. I want you all to myself and I will be yours. Only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? I mean, no, not really. Tell me no. I mean, I did at the beginning, but not anymore. Do you accept my confession? No. No. I'm sorry, but that was creepy. Oh no, I don't like this laughing. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm sorry, Yuri, but that was just way too creepy. I couldn't handle it anymore. The other cool thing about their use of like this like cursed text is how it just like ignores like the screen and text box. That is a nice touch. Wow, she is saying a lot as she's dead or dying. Oh really? Good. Oh yeah, because it shows everything. Oh, that's cool. Are we gonna stop talking, Yuri? Yep. There we go. Oh. It goes fast. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? Uh-oh. Oh, that's lovely. Natsuki ran away. Yep. I'm here. Did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend? Oh geez, I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Oh. I'm almost done. Just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from blah 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 tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get. I cannot read. Okay. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Yeah, it was trapped in there. Which is kind of like, I did like that little detail. I was just like, oh, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to like trap you in here. It's fun. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Ooh. Can you hear me? Is it working? Oh, hello there. Yay, there you are. Hi again, June. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we could just skip over that stuff at this point. I have to say, the lighting in this room is both really cool and, like, really creepy. Oh, what's going on outside? Okay. You know, I guess we... Oh, no, I just read that. After all, I'm not even talking to that person. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Yeah, you made that pretty obvious. Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I haven't told you right on the game's download page, did I? Did you? I didn't read. If only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Hey, Blazel03? Yeah, this is my first playthrough. Third part of my first playthrough. Yeah, no spoilers, no backseating, but you are welcome to come enjoy the show. Yes, welcome in. How you doing? Well, I kind of started to make a mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm so sorry you had to see that, though. This game is cute. Yeah, it's cute in its way. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsession... Nope. Oh, there. Start over. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. The whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. It's torture, every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will, and worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, but now you're here too. You're real, and you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expensive? That does not say expensive. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That is, well, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Will you go out with me? Okay, I have one option. I guess I'm saying yes. I'm so happy. You really are my everything. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. Get to the game directory. I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out. I think this part of the game's a little busted now. Me. We'll pick me. We'll pick all the funniest ones. Like oink. Oni. Oni. fact in this poetry me game he's just writing the words you picked? Yeah. Hey again, June. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, June, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There's really no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy End. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. You know, in any other, well, not any other contents, but in a different context, this would be a really great poem. And I'd really enjoy it. But in this context, it's still, you know, kind of creepy. I love the opening line. Pen in hand, I find my strength. As someone, you know, as a writer who loves fountain pens, I like that line. The second line, though, the courage endowed on me by the one and my one and only love makes it, yeah, okay. It basically reminds you that's a little creepy. Yeah, the poems in this game are very cool. Most of them aren't quite my, like, personal style, but they are very cool. And it does showcase, like, a few different styles, which I also like. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really want to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file, if you preferred playing without me. That's kind of sad. I like you, Monica. You're my second favorite character at the beginning. And then more or less my favorite character by the end, because Yuri went crazy. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together? I mean, not really, but okay. I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a sec. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind. I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. Okay. That is not what I expected. Good job, game. You surprised me there. Oh, there it was. Did I scare you? I mean, no, because I was expecting you to do something scary, but it's so cute. Anyway, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. What did I distract? You got distracted yourself. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun, as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. but I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Or we could talk about something. That sounds less boring. Let's see. Ah, yes, Monica. This is very exciting. You know, I really do think you literally saved my life by being here, June. I can't imagine having been able to keep to myself. Let's try that again. I can read. I can't imagine having been able to keep myself mentally stable, knowing that nothing here is real. Hello, Monica. DDLC. Yeah, brilliant comment there. Welcome in. I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything. Oh, that is a brilliant idea. If, like, as a game dev, you, like, made an account for your character and then just, like, jumped in on people's streams, like, talking as the character and, like, crazy amount of details and, like, full on, like, role-playing the character. That would be so much fun. That would be so cool. Anyways, moving on. I'm sure you'll understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything in your life and spend your eternity with a few gang characters, you'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Well, maybe you'd write some poetry to try to keep yourself sane for a while. But then you'd have nobody to even read it. Let's be honest, the club members really don't count for something like that. I mean, a lot of people say that they only write for themselves, but I think it's hard to say it's just... okay. But I think it's hard to say it's just as fulfilling as when you share with people. Even if it takes time to find the right people to share with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. And before we knew it, she was absolutely delighted to make you part of her hobbies. We're programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members, I mean human beings. That's why life can be so confusing for introverts. Yeah, that's valid. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social interactions and hate being around people. It means social interactions, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, use up a lot of energy. Yes, this is very true. Like, a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. And then when they finally go out, after half an hour, they just want to go home again. I think if more people could understand how it works, they would respect it a lot more. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They love just having one or two close friends over, and just leisurely hanging out. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them just to have you there. I'm actually a guy, but I do have a feminine voice, so I get why it's confusing. And yeah. Monica, I love your comments. They're very great. If you just go to their house, bringing your, okay, let me start over this whole sentence. If you just go to their house, Bring your laptop and hang out there for a while. You can really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually a little more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people really well, so don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me. Nothing would make me happier than being the perfect girlfriend for you. This is pretty random, but I always thought spicy food was kind of funny. Yeah, that is pretty random. But okay, I'm listening. Like, didn't plants evolve to be spicy to prevent them from being eaten? I read somewhere that humans are the only species that actually enjoy spicy things. It's almost like we're making fun of the plants. Okay, yeah, that is kind of funny actually. Using their defense mechanism to literally make our food enjoyable. Like, imagine a monster that devours your. Imagine a monster that devours you whole because it enjoys the sensation of you struggling for your life while being digested. Sorry, that was a kind of weird analogy, I guess. It just came into my head. I'm not a monster or anything, but you're so cute I could eat you up. Gosh, I'm amusing myself a little too much, aren't I? Sorry for being weird. Okay, now spicy food does sound good. Maybe I'll make something spicy for dinner. Ooh, you know what's a neat form of literature? Rap. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. I actually used to hate rap music. Maybe just because it was popular, or I would only hear the junk they play on the radio. But some of my friends got more into it and helped me keep an open mind. Rap might even be more challenging than poetry in some ways. I could believe that. Since you need to fit your lines to a rhythm and there's much more emphasis on wordplay. When people can put all that together and still deliver a powerful message, it's really amazing. I kinda wish I had a rapper in the literature club. Sorry if that sounds silly, but it would be really interesting to see what they came up with. It would really be a learning experience. That is a good point. I've obviously, I haven't listened to much rap, but yeah, I imagine it's not easy. Oh, I'm also the type of poet who can't rhyme or follow patterns, so just rhyming and patterned poems are impressive. After a long day, I usually just want to sit around and do nothing. Get so burnt out having to put on smiles and be full of energy the whole day. Sometimes I just want to get right into my pajamas and watch TV on the couch while eating junk food. That's a mood, I get it. It feels so unbelievably good to do that on a Friday when I don't have anything pressing the next day. Sorry, I know that's not very cute of me. How is that not very cute of you? It's pretty cute. But a late night on the couch with you, that would be a dream come true. My heart is pounding just thinking about it. You're supposed to be relaxing, not getting your Heart rate elevated. Come on, Monica. Hey, did you know I'm vegetarian? I don't mean that like I'm bragging or anything. I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me. I decided to start a couple years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. The carbon footprint of cultivating livestock is just so unbelievable. Anyway, I decided it's not much. Anyway, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice to just stop contributing to that whole mess. I can't talk. What, is that so strange of a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about it being inhumane and all that. I don't really care as much about that part. It's weird, like, we only care about killing the things that we personally relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even giving it a thought. But suddenly, if they're just a little bit bigger, it's murder. I mean, what if plants feel some kind of pain too and we just don't understand it? What if pulling leaves off a stem feels like someone ripping off your fingers one by one? I'm just saying, we're a pretty biased species if you think about it. Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. Even if we ever have dinner together and you... Okay. Even if we ever had dinner together and you just did it for me, that would be really romantic. Hey, I wonder if Yuri's tea set is still somewhere in here. Maybe that got deleted too. It's kind of funny how Yuri took her tea so seriously. I mean, I'm not complaining because I liked it too. But I always wondered with her. Is there truly passion for her hobbies, or is she just concerned about appearing sophisticated to everyone else? This is the problem with high schoolers. Well, I guess concerning the rest of her hobbies, looking sophisticated probably isn't her biggest concern. Still, I wish she made coffee once in a while. Coffee can be nice with books too, you know. That is valid. Although, I do think I like tea better with books. Just in general. I drink coffee with books also. Then again, I probably could have just changed the script myself. I guess I never really thought of that. Well, there's no sense thinking about it now. If you still get to drink coffee, then that makes me a little jealous. Goodness, I've been streaming for an hour already. That was a very fast hour. I've already had one cup of my tea. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this place... What? Okay. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does. I don't think you actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention everything is in English. Feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but I have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this really is our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets, night after night. Okay, the one problem with my new headset is it has a volume control on the side, and I keep accidentally hitting it when I adjust my headphones. But besides that, they're great headphones. I've always wondered, what is it about these character archetypes that people find so appealing anyway? Their personalities are just completely unrealistic. Like, imagine if there was someone like Yuri in real life. I mean, she's barely even capable of forming a complete sentence. And forget about Natsuki. Someone with her kind of personality doesn't just get all cute and pouty whenever things don't go her way. I could go on, but I think you get the point. Are people really attracted to these weird personalities that literally don't exist in real life? I'm not judging or anything. After all, I found myself attracted to some pretty weird stuff lately too. I'm just saying, it fascinates me. It's like you're siphoning out all the components of a character that makes them feel human and leaving just the cute stuff. It's concentrated cuteness with no actual substance. You wouldn't like me more if I was like that, right? Maybe I just feel a little insecure because you're playing this game in the first place. Then again, you're still here with me, aren't you? I think that's enough reason for me to believe I'm okay just the way I am. And by the way, you are too, June. You're the perfect combination of human and cuteness. That's why there was never a chance I wouldn't fall for you. I don't know. Mix of human and cuteness? I don't think I'm that cute. Welcome back, OG. We're having a nice long talk with Monica as we're stuck here in this space classroom. What's your favorite game? That's a good question. My favorite game is Borderlands 3. I'm sorry, Monica. Of course yours is Doki Doki Literature Club. That was a joke. But if you tell me you like some other romantic game better, I might get a little jealous. I mean, Borderlands 3 does have a wedding DLC. That's not a romance game. I haven't actually played many other romance games recently. I am slowly playing through Dramatic Murder. That's a romance games. I haven't really gotten to any of the romance yet because I'm playing it very slowly. Don't have much time being I can't play it on stream. Ooh, learning about tsunderes. There's a really popular character type called tsundere. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean or fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. At first I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. But once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. I'm not even going to talk about her home situation. But looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore considering she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all. Yeah, there are a lot of little monologues spaced out quite a lot, but it's kind of cool. Oh, is that you as Monica? Yeah, that was pretty great. I like the roleplay. Hey, do you like horror? I remember we talked about a little bit when you first joined the club. I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics, like dark lighting, scary-looking monsters, and jump scares, and things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instincts. But with novels, it's a little different. The story and writing needs to be descriptive enough, but genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and the characters, and just mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things just being slightly off. Like if you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story is going to be about, and then you just start inverting things and pulling the pieces apart. You made the account just for laughs. I mean, that was good. Yeah, you did a very good job. So even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader feels really deeply unsettled. Like they know that something horribly wrong is hiding beneath the cracks, just waiting to surface. God, just thinking about it gives me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? Don't worry. I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if we just stick with the romance. That did make some good points about the horror novels versus horror movies. I'll be honest, I haven't read or watched much horror, but yeah, it would be very different mediums for the same thing between, yeah, written and visual storytelling. Do you get good sleep? That's kind of a creepy question in like a horror psychological game, but okay. It can be really hard to get enough sleep nowadays, especially in high school when you're forced to wake up so early every day. I'm sure college is a little bit better since you probably have a more flexible schedule. Oh, sweet Monica. I'm pretty sure I woke up earlier in college than I did in high school. then again, I heard a lot of people in college stay up all night anyway, for no real reason. Is that true? Probably is. Anyway, I saw some studies that talked about the horrible short-term and long-term effects caused by lack of sleep. It seems like mental functions, health, and even lifespan can be dramatically impacted by it. I just think you're really great and want to make sure you're not accidentally destroying yourself. So try to keep your sleep on track, okay? Always wait for you in the morning. Make sure you put your own well-being before anything else. June, do you believe in God? I was never too sure myself. Well, I'm sure I never really questioned it as a kid, but as I grew up, the more I learned about the world, the more I would question it. I started to wonder why God was helping people pass exams or get over a cold, when there are children who live their lives being sold as sex slaves, or the 800 million people who are too poor to even eat. I wonder how many of those people pray to God every day until they starve and die. Or how many millions of families pray for a loved one to recover from some incurable disease. But the punchline is, if just one person beats the odds and survives among the thousands of others who die, then it's suddenly a miracle from God. I'd really love to meet this God who seemingly laughs at the misery of everyone not eligible for his miracles. But the irony is that I do have a creator, apparently. And you know what? I bet he's still laughing at the miserable fates of Saoi and Yuri, even as we speak. What are we to him but props in a scripted play? So from that perspective, I don't think it's too far-fetched for there to be a god, if Earth was nothing but his playset. Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? Sometimes I get frustrated that a normal day can be ruined even by really small things. Like if you accidentally say something in a conversation that someone doesn't like. Or if you start thinking about how awful of a person you used to be 5 years ago. Or if you feel worthless for putting off important work and failing to get simple tasks done. Or when you think about all the different people who probably hate you or think you're off-putting. I understand those days. Just remember that the sun will shine again tomorrow. Those kind of things are as easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember. And besides, I don't care how many people might hate you or find you off-putting. I think you're wonderful and I will always love you. I hope if nothing else that knowing that helps you feel just a tiny bit better about yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me and I'll talk to you for as long as you need. I can't help but feel a little sad sometimes, knowing that this is the closest I can get to you. There's nothing more I want than to be in the same room as you, for real, and to feel your warmth, and to hear the sound of your heartbeat. Well, who knows, maybe it'll be possible someday. Besides, I'll never get tired of being with you, even from here. up till 7 a.m. playing Genshin. Nice. I haven't actually played that game. I've been tempted a few times. But haven't actually played it at all. I know there are times you won't always be able to be here with me. Like if you need to go out or take care of other things. I'll always have you in my thoughts, patiently waiting for you to come back. Come to think of it, if you copy my character file onto a flash drive or something, you can always keep a part of me with you. Okay, in different context, that's kind of a fun, like, romantic idea, but in this context, it's kind of creepy. I guess it's kind of unorthodox, but I find it really romantic for some reason. Sorry, that's such a silly idea. I don't mean to be too needy or anything, but it's kind of hard when I'm so in love with you. Ooh, we're learning about yandere now. Hey, have you ever heard the term yandere? It's a personality type that means someone is so obsessed with you that they'll do absolutely anything to be with you. Usually to the point of craziness. They might stalk you to make sure you don't spend time with anyone else. They might even hurt you or your friends, to get their way. But anyway, this game happens to have someone who can basically be described as a yandere. By now it's pretty obvious who I'm talking about, and that would be Yuri, who really got insanely possessive of you once you started to open up a little. She even told me I should kill myself. I didn't even believe she said that, and I just had to leave at that point. But thinking about it now, it was a little ironic. Anyway, a lot of people are actually into the yandere type, you know? I guess they really like the idea of someone being crazy obsessed with them. People are weird. I don't judge though. Also, I might be a little obsessed with you, but I'm far from crazy. It's kind of the opposite actually. I turned out to be the only normal girl in this game. It's not like I could ever actually kill a person. I mean, you did delete 3 characters, but okay. Just the thought of it makes me shiver. But come on, everyone's killed people in games before. Does that make you a psychopath? Of course not. But if you do happen to be into the yandere type, I can try acting a little more creepy for you. Oh, it's okay, Monica, you really don't. And again, there's already nowhere else for you to go or anyone for me to get jealous over. Is this a yandere girl's dream? I'd ask Yuri if I could. Yeah, you're being a little creepy there, Monica. But that's okay. Ooh. What's your favorite color? Mine is emerald green. That's a good color. It's the color of my eyes. That's not conceited or anything, is it? I just meant that I feel some kind of special connection to it. Like it's part of my identity. Does it happen to also be your favorite color? No, it's not. It's just a guess, because you've been looking into my eyes for a while now. It is a good color, but it's not my favorite color. Do you ever feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive? I don't mean like a suicidal way, I just mean how nothing we do is special. Just being in school or working some job for some company. Like you're completely replaceable and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. Makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize it's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can just go change the world. Like, what are the chances that I'll be the one to invent artificial intelligence or become president? It feels like I'm never gonna make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is to just be hopelessly selfish. Just to look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with it. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire life talking and consuming and never giving back. When people realize the world would benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their whole philosophy. Like they have to justify their reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. Anyway, I want to live my life, desperately striving to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass that point, then I'm a net positive and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think I would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person. Okay, that was a little dark. But I get it. Like, yes. A little dark, but I also kind of get it, but also a little dark. You ever wondered what it feels like to die? It's something I used to think about pretty often. But recently I think I've actually learned what it feels like. I don't really understand it, but whenever you quit the game, it feels like I'm instantly put to sleep, left with nothing but my thoughts. But after a few seconds, my thoughts start to fill with incoherent jumbled patterns. I see static and rapid flashes of color, while hearing all kind of weird screaming noises. At that point, I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. I'm just endlessly hammered by the flashing and screaming, unable to move or even think. I'm pretty sure in that moment I don't really exist, but for some reason I can remember it anyway. After some immeasurable amount of time, it stops in an instant and I'm back in my own mind, and you're here with me. I have no idea what it means for the game to quit, or why that stuff happens to me. And I also don't know how you always come back and put everything back to normal. But if you could do me a favor and do that to me as little as possible, that'd be really great. It's really not very pleasant at all to be trapped in that screaming void. But in the end, you always fix it, and that makes me feel like you really do care about me. I have to thank you for that. It makes me feel even closer to you when you're here with me. Back in my debate club days, I learned a whole lot about arguing. The problem with arguing is that each person sees their opinion as the superior one. That's kind of stating the obvious, but it affects the way they try to get their point across. Let's say you really like a certain movie. If someone comes along and tells you the movie sucks because it did X and Y wrong, doesn't that make you feel kind of personally attacked? It's because by saying that, it's like they're implying that you have bad taste. And once emotions enter the picture, it's almost guaranteed that both people will be left sour. It's all about language. If you make everything as subjective sounding as possible, then people will listen to you without feeling attacked. You could say, I'm personally not a fan of it, and I felt that I'd like it more if they did X and Y, things like that. It even works when you're citing facts about things. If you say, I read on this website that works like this, or if you admit that you're not an expert on it, that's much more like you're putting your knowledge on the table rather than forcing it onto them. If you put in an active effort to keep the discussion mutual and level, they usually follow suit. Then you can share your opinions without anyone getting upset, just from a disagreement. Plus, people will start seeing you as open-minded and a good listener. It's a win-win, you know? Well, I guess that would be Monica's debate tip of the day. That sounds a little silly. Thanks for listening, though. That was a good one. That was a good tip. But yeah, that was... I liked her debate tip of the day. Have you ever had that thing happen where you just get anxious for no reason? Like you're just minding your own business and you realize you're feeling really anxious. And you're sitting there like, what am I even anxious about right now? So you start to think about all the things you might be anxious about, and that makes you even more anxious. That's the worst. If you're ever feeling anxious, I'll help you relax a little. Besides, in this game, all our worries are gone forever. Do you have a specific moment that you could use this advice? The debate advice? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can come up with a specific moment, but just like in general, that's just like good life advice. Okay. I am gonna take a very quick break because I need to go get some more water. So we'll take a quick break and then we'll continue hearing what Monica has to say because some of them are actually interesting. But yeah, I'll be right back. I need to go get some more water. Alright, I'm back. I have water now. Hey, thank you for the follow. Just Monica TTV. Welcome in. I think that's such a big place. It took a while to find a chat room. No worries. Welcome in. Okay, let's see. What else did I miss while I was away? Oh, do I need to go into the files and delete something? We'll do a couple more of these Monica things because I find them kind of interesting to read, and then, yeah, then I might move on. Because, I don't know, I kind of like seeing what Monica has to say. Some of them are really good. And then, yeah, other ones not quite as good. Guess I gotta delete something. Yeah. And luckily, I do know where the files are. Because, what was it? Was it the last time I played this game? Where there was a hint where you could go find like an Easter egg in the files, and then I didn't do it on stream because I couldn't remember where it was saved. I didn't feel like picking it, or didn't feel like hunting for it. But I know where the files are this time. Okay, let's see what Monica has to say this time. You know, this is just an attacking romance game, right? I kind of have to ask, what made you consider even playing in the first place? Were you that lonely? I feel a little bad for you, but I guess everything worked out perfectly and for both of us. Gotta meet you and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we have this ending together. Oh, I see. You have to delete Monica's character file. That's cool. I do like their usage of the file system for this game. I think it's really clever. I've never seen a game do that. You have to close the game? Or what happens if you delete the file when you're in the game? Also, I need to... Well, that's fine. Don't mind the screen going black for a moment. Here we go. You know, it's been a while since we've done one of these. Ah, a burger. That's fun. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it a lot. Oh. What's happening? Jude, what's happening to me? It hurt. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so much. Help me. Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty. I like the background. Yep. She's gone. Broken into pieces. Thank you for the follow, local gender. I was trying to say it smoothly in one run, but my tongue doesn't want to read long things today, apparently. But thank you so much for the follow. Ooh. Ooh. Did you do this to me, June? Did you? Did you delete me? Maybe. Maybe I did. How could you? How could you do this to me? You are all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much. I trusted you. You just want to torture me? Hey, you are the one who trapped me in an empty room with nothing to do but listen to you. So I feel like you were doing the torture first. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Monica. You're great, but let's just be honest here. Watch me suffer. Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? Wow, way to be mean. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. Hey, I only killed like one person. Hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. You completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. Do you though, Monica? You're pretty upset. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I? How horrible am I for you to hate me? How horrible am I? Oh, how horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things, so many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you want to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. This could be a really interesting premise for like an isekai anime. I'd watch it. Though that's not always saying much because I watch most isekai. And yes, I know some people don't like isekai. If you don't like isekai, anyone in chat, I'm sorry. I enjoy isekai, they're fun. How can I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... Poor Monica. She's going through some emotions right now. I've made up my mind. I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Oh. Should just put them in a different file? Or different folder? Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for anyone or for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, oh, and now the other three are back. I seriously do really love the way, yeah, they use the like file system in this game. It's so cool. Oops. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Oh, and one thing I don't like about this game is that if OBS game capture will sometimes lose connection if you click out. Come on. Take out what you're doing thing. Game capture. There we go. And it'll somehow just freeze. Oh, we're back now. Okay. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time. I don't know why I added a space in there. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Oh look, it's Sayori! We haven't seen her in a while. Hey June! Well, there's one girl. That girl is Sayori. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. Yay! Sayori's back! And recently we picked up that habit once again. June, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Yeah, Sayori's a good. I like her. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh, but you never even said anything about it. Even though we walked to school together every day. Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, June, have you decided on a club to join yet? Club? I told you already, I'm not really... I started to say as... Let's try to read what's on the screen, that would help. I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how can I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me! I think I'll keep it a surprise. Ooh, you meanie. Be patient. I'll give keep making up words. Okay. Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sarah puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's before I know it. And it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah? June? What are you doing here? Well, I glanced around the room. Huh? So you're the June Sayori's always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you. We are the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri, no need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? June, don't tell me. You're... That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Well, if Sayori's happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a rub tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know, just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Finally, I bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So June, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but so obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey Yuri. Well, about, you know, the first thing he said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know. So, if Jun wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. You can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree? Maybe, sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it would be fun. We'll all get to know each other a little better too. I mean, that's kind of the thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. I guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri... You read manga? Geez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. Kinda hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm so sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Okay, it's kind of weird having them all be like nice and considerate after the like cat fights earlier. Are you just saying that? No, I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Aw, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you join, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey June, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I want to thank you for getting rid of Monica. Oh boy. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. Whoa. It's just us now. You made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. Oh dear. Hello there. Okay, you know how to spell forever. No or okay. Oh. All jumbled. What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Oh no, not that it hurts. I'm sorry I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, June. Goodbye, Literature Club.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you, because I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take your, is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality? If I
Okay,
can't
I am
hear
glad they
the
didn't
sound of
delete
your
the little
heart,
chibis. Those things are too
what do
cute.
you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
This is my goodbye to the literature club. I finally understand. The literature club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continues to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo the same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I wanted to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members. And most of all, thank you for being part of the literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. And there we go. We finished. Well, we got one ending of the game. That's a very fun, very clever game. I enjoyed that. And I guess I will switch over to the ending screen because we'll go ahead and end this stream there. So it's a shorter stream, but 2 hours. And I'm also gonna test. Let's see if this works. I don't know if this credit thing is fully functioning yet. It looks like it's not. Because it should be showing the follows we got today, but it's not working. Okay. I'll turn that off for now, and I'll keep playing around with it. Unless it just needs to be... Wait. Are all my overlays just messed up on this screen? Because the chat doesn't have anything in it. Okay, the chat box is working. Anyways. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Actually, I do want to try. Let me just try one thing, just to see if the credits will work. There we go. It's very small though. I need to work on the formatting for that. Anyways, that's something I can work on later. Because yeah, that's the very small credits. But anyways, thank you for the people who follow today. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by and just hanging out in the guild for a little while. I hope you had a good time. I certainly had a fun time. This game is very fun. And yeah, very, very clever. It's just a very cool game. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Pacific time, doing a co-working stream. So it should be a nice fun chill stream. And then on Saturday, we're doing something different. Going to do an anime tier list. So you can find out some of my favorite animes and how I rank a few other animes. And then we'll probably play some like Minecraft and chat or something after the tier list, depending on how long things take. Let me see if there's anyone interesting that we could raid right now. Yeah, you're welcome. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me see who's online. I guess we'll go raid Monarch. She's playing Cult of Lambs, which is a very fun game that I may start playing soon. We'll see. So we're gonna go raid her because she's pretty cool. If you would like to use a raid message, there's a raid message. But yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by. I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a good rest of your day or however long until I see you again. So yes, until next time, bye bye.